Alright, today I'm giving you guys a detailed look at this Thor figure from Avengers Assemble Edition, and this is by Figuarts, and this is the one I've been looking forward to the most out of the four Avengers Assemble figures. We have Captain America, Thor, Iron Man Mark 6, and then there's Hulk that's coming out soon, I think in about 2 months or so, somewhere around there. A month or two, I'm not quite sure, but there's the box. And there's the back. So let's get into it. Alright, and here we have Thor along with all his accessories. So let's take a look at him. He comes with an extra faceplate, yes, with the eyes looking towards the side a little bit. And this one is the regular one. And then we have the spinning hammer. And we have a bunch of hands. Some lightning effects. And then the hammer. And there's the figure, and it comes with a cloth cape. Alright, so before I give him all the accessories, let's take a look at the figure itself. Quite nice. Cape, is it a little too short? I'm not quite sure. It might be a little bit short. I'm not sure. And it does have wire running through it, all three sides. And he does have long hair. And here's a good look at him from the back. You can see the lower section of the hairpiece is a separate piece, which allows his head to move a little bit. It's kind of like the Wonder Woman, where they put a separate piece of hairstyle onto this figure. And there's a little bit of fold here by the top of the cape. Same thing on this side, which is nice. I like that. And then figure itself, I mean, there you go. I mean, there's Thor right there. And let's get a good look at that head sculpt. I mean, for the most part, I think it's pretty good, the head sculpt. I mean, it's definitely not perfect, but straight on, he looks a little strange, but at certain angles, I think he looks quite good. Especially on this side, I believe. But a certain angle, not that great. Straight on, you could really tell, I think. I mean, I'm okay with it. We've gotten quite a few Thor figure, and I think this one, it turned out quite nice. But likeness is above average, I believe. And to put the hammer on him, all you have to do is pop the handle off first. There's a square peg right there, and you gotta slot that through his hand. And then here you can pop this back on, and now he's holding the hammer right there. Really nice. Now his head is gonna look a little stiff when you want him to look up, because of the hairpiece. It does limit its range of motion quite a bit. If you remove it, then he'll have better range of motion for the head, but with it on, it's kind of limited. So if you wanna, here's what I would do. I mean, if you want him to do a photo where he's looking up, here's that hairpiece right there behind it, and you can just pop this off. And then once you pop the head back on, you will see he has short hair now, kind of like Thor movie 1 version. And then if you want to give him like the calling out thunder, then you could kind of do this. At this angle, I mean, you wouldn't miss it. The long hair is okay, but if you're taking photo from this angle, then you're gonna see a giant gap there. But he is actually looking at the hammer. And with the hairpiece back on, he will not be able to do that because it restricts his mobility quite a bit. So there. I guess if you really force it, you could just bring the hammer over a little bit. It's right there. But he does look like he has a stiff neck though. So that's that. And as far as articulation, you already saw head has a ball joint. base of the neck, another ball joint, and then shoulders on these butterfly joints. And this piece right here does move up and down a little bit, so it doesn't get in the way. It's a little shoulder flare thingy. So yeah, the arm does swing forward and back a little bit with the with the butterfly joint, and it is a ball hinge joint right here. So it allows his arm to rotate a little bit, and then he has a single jointed elbow, but it does give him past 90 degrees, and it does rotate a little bit too. So you can rotate his arm. It's a single ball hinge joint right there, and then same with the wrist, ball hinge joint, and arch back quite a lot because 2 ball joints. And then crunch. Okay. It would have been nicer if you could do a little bit more of a crunch. And then legs does have lower legs. You could lower the legs, and this one's a little loose for my liking. I mean, it's still pretty good. And then single jointed knee, and then there's a ball hinge joint around the ankle, and there's toes articulation as well. So yeah, I mean, the up and down movement is it's okay. This side is tighter than this side for some reason, but for the most part, I think he's okay. So yeah, he does have quite a lot of well, I guess it's your usual SHF articulation points for Thor. And here's the hammer with the lighting effects. And just need to pop the handle, the hammer head off from the handle, and then just pop this one on. Hopefully you guys can see it. And let's see. Oh wait, I did it backwards. Let's do it this way instead, because this should be facing down. And when he's holding onto the hammer, he would be holding it this way. Let me see. Maybe not this hand. Okay. Maybe not like that. Okay, maybe like that. It's weird. Why is it so weird? But yeah, you get the gist of it. There's a lightning effect. And there's Thor holding it. Alright, as for the spinning hammer, you need to switch out the hand. Switch this one where it has a little strap around his fingers there, and there is a peg hole right there. And then if you get the spinning hammer on the side, you can see there's a ball hinge joint there, and push that one up. And now you just need to peg that into his hand right there for him to do the spinning hammer trick, which I'm going to do off camera. Well, actually, whatever, it's fine. You get the idea. So there he is, spinning the hammer. Let's have it facing upward a little bit. I didn't peg it all the way in, but I'm just showing you guys. It's gonna look like kind of cool, right? And at the end of this video, I have a couple of photos show you guys what it looks like with the hammer on, and some shots of close up of his face and all that stuff. So yeah, quite cool. Alright, and here's the comparison between Thor and Loki, and they're both from SHF, and you can see Loki is way too short. I'm very disappointed with Loki. I don't know how Figuarts got it so wrong with Loki. I mean, he's a good looking figure, don't get me wrong. I mean, as far as accessories and the outfit and the cloth cape and everything, I mean, he looks fantastic. But standing next to Thor, you can see he is really short. And let me see if I could extend his legs a little. And even with his legs fully extended, then you can see he is still short. He should be almost same height as Thor. But yeah, SHF, yes, did a terrible job with Loki. So, yep. Alright then, here's another comparison between Cap and Iron Man. They're both, all three of them are from the Assemble version. Avengers Assemble. Iron Man is Mark 6 Battle Damage Edition. So, but yeah, you can see Iron Man is a little tiny. See about the same correct height? I'm not sure. I would imagine Iron Man being in an armor, he should be at least same height with the rest of the two, but actually he's shorter. So I'm not sure whether that's correct or not, but there you go. So yeah, at the end of the day, is Thor worth getting? Yes, I say it's worth getting, because this is the the first Avenger movie, his look in the first Avenger movie, and I think that look is quite nice. And if you don't have a Thor figure, then you definitely want to pick this one up. If you do have, it depends on which one you have. I mean, Fat Thor, that's okay, because that's the end game. But if you have other Thor, which other ones did they come out with? This one, and then there's the Ragnarok version, and then there's the Infinity War version. That's with the short hair. This is with the long hair. Yeah, I wonder if they'll do the whatchamacallit, the Thor 2 Dark World hairstyle with the tie back hairstyle. That one's kind of cool, but I think I prefer this one the most out of all the Thor figures. This is the most iconic look in my opinion. So yeah, I say it's worth getting. So there you go. Thanks for watching.